In recent years, Chelsea has been in such poor form that they couldn't even compete for the championship and ended up finishing in the lower ranks of the league. However, these days, they have climbed to the top spots in the Premier League. Do you think Chelsea has managed to turn things around despite being criticized for their transfers this season? Or will Chelsea, under the leadership of Italian manager Enzo Maresca, manage to improve their situation and win the Premier League for the first time in 8 years after entering this season with no expectations? You're about to find out, but don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. In 2003, Russian billionaire Roman Abramovich purchased the club and began taking Chelsea to the next level. By 2022, Chelsea had transformed into one of the best teams in the world, achieving significant success both in the Premier League and in Europe. However, while everything was going well, the Russia-Ukraine war that began in February 2022 started to negatively impact Chelsea as well. Due to the adverse effects brought by the war, Abramovich was forced to sell the club he had grown with great care over 19 years and into which he had invested millions of euros. After Abramovich sold the club, Chelsea was purchased by American businessman Todd Boehly for £4.2 billion. Once Todd Boehly took over, he led Chelsea into disaster. Following the purchase, the club spent €1 billion and signed numerous players, which caused the club to enter a chaotic and disorganized state. Massive amounts of money were spent, and with transfers such as Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo, Chelsea broke the Premier League transfer record twice. Despite spending €1.2 billion, they still couldn't achieve the success they desired. To rescue Chelsea from this situation, the club appointed Argentine manager Mauricio Pochettino last season. Thanks to Cole Palmer's outstanding form, Chelsea climbed to 6th place and finished the season on a high note. The Argentine manager seemed to have stabilized the team's situation. Despite these developments, Chelsea's management decided to part ways with Pochettino at the end of the season. One of the reasons for the decision to let Pochettino go was Chelsea's intention to purchase more young players. Pochettino opposed this idea, arguing that the young squad was sufficient and that the team now needed experienced players. This difference in opinion led to the club parting ways with the manager. After Pochettino's departure, Todd Boehly and Chelsea's management began searching for a new head coach. The club held talks with numerous candidates and ultimately decided on Enzo Maresca, the championship-winning manager. As of July 1st, 2024, Enzo Maresca officially began his new role at Chelsea. At the start of the season, Maresca initially disappointed Chelsea fans. Following Mauricio Pochettino's departure, supporters expected a higher-profile manager to take over. However, what Chelsea fans didn't know about Maresca was that he was a true Chelsea enthusiast, just like them. According to those close to Maresca, he believed that Chelsea's squad had the potential to be the best in the world. During the summer, transfers were once again a key focus for the club. This transfer window saw a number of new signings, but unlike the previous season, Chelsea refrained from spending heavily, with João Felix and Neto being the only high-profile acquisitions. While Todd Boehly had spent €630 million in his first period and €434 million in his second, this year under Maresca, Chelsea spent only €238 million and made €198 million from player sales. Maresca did not want players like Ian Maatsen, Conor Gallagher, and Romelu Lukaku in the squad, and their departures did not weaken Chelsea's overcrowded roster. Even while the transfer window was still open, Maresca began laying the groundwork for a cohesive squad and finalized the main team in July. One of the biggest challenges for Maresca was disciplining and organizing Chelsea's bloated squad of over 45 players. Reports in the media highlighted the difficulties posed by the squad's size and the immense responsibility on Maresca's shoulders. Despite all this, and following a disastrous preseason where Chelsea managed just 1 win in 5 games, expectations for the team plummeted. However, when the Premier League season began, the situation dramatically turned around and Chelsea hit incredible form. Although they lost 2-0 at home to Manchester City in the opening week, they bounced back in their second match with an impressive 6-2 away victory over Wolverhampton. That match lifted the team's spirits and marked the start of a significant upswing. Chelsea displayed a more determined style of play, losing only 3 of their first 18 matches. In early December, they delivered a crushing blow to relegation-threatened Southampton with a commanding 5-1 victory. Currently, Chelsea is competing at the top of the league with 35 points. For a team that was deemed finished and mired in chaos, their swift turnaround and re-entry into the title race is truly commendable. Since the change in ownership in 2022, nearly 1.8 billion euros has been spent, but this season, despite spending less than in previous years, has been their most successful by far. In fact, the foundation for their current success was laid with previous signings of young and talented players like Cole Palmer. Despite all the victories and achievements, head coach Enzo Maresca remained cautious, stating, "My players should enjoy the moment. We are still not at the top level. Hopefully, we will get there soon." Under Maresca's guidance, the team is progressing steadily and cautiously. With the squad's size, Chelsea operates with two completely distinct teams. Team A competes in the Premier League, while Team B plays in the Conference League and Carabao Cup. One of the most impactful players this season is undoubtedly Cole Palmer. Head coach Maresca first discovered Palmer while working with Manchester City's U21 team. Overall, Chelsea boasts a young and athletic squad. Despite having less possession compared to the team Pochettino built last season, they play efficiently and make a significant impact. Malo Gusto contributes effectively in the attacking line, and Madueke's impressive dribbling skills create numerous scoring opportunities. The fullbacks pushing forward, collective attacking efforts, and swift defensive recoveries after losing possession have transformed Chelsea into a more effective and organized team this season. The outstanding performances of Cole Palmer and Nicholas Jackson have made them stand out as the team's best players this year. Chelsea's B team, on the other hand, plays in the UEFA Europa Conference League, showcasing a quality far above the competition in the tournament. Christopher Nkunku has been a standout in the Conference League, scoring 12 goals this year, tying with Cole Palmer as the club's top scorers. However, since Nkunku has played 6 more matches than Palmer, it can be argued that Palmer is ahead in terms of scoring efficiency. Having separate A and B teams comes with its risks. Players excelling in the Conference League may desire to play in the Premier League. However, Maresca rarely includes players from the Conference League squad in the Premier League starting game, except in rare cases. As a result, Nkunku, despite being the club's top scorer, is considering leaving Chelsea. While Maresca insists, "We are one team, there's no A or B team," it's evident to everyone that this isn't the case. Some players such as Axel Disasi, Ben Chilwell, Cesare Casadei, and Guyu have barely featured this season despite costing the club 170 million euros. Nevertheless, Chelsea's management views Maresca as an experienced coach and believes this young squad will reach the top under his guidance in the coming years. It seems Todd Boehly has gained more experience in football, and this year, Chelsea is operating more rationally. The management now rewards players who perform well with salary increases, a system that has contributed to Chelsea's position in the upper echelons of the Premier League standings. Currently, Chelsea is one of the most informed teams in the league. This young and dynamic Chelsea squad promises great potential for the future. At the same time, the club's young coach is performing well, but it will take more time and further successes to definitively establish his excellence. So, where do you think Chelsea will finish in the league this season? Could they become Premier League champions again after an 8-year drought? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you want to see more videos like this, show your support by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. See you in the next video.